So today we have another book tag video, and it is going to be
The social media book tag.
so we've got Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Goodreads, YouTube,
MySpace, and other stuff. Maybe.
Twitter, Tumblr, MySpace, Instagram, YouTube, and Goodreads. Yeah. that's what we
Yeah.
got. So, oh yeah, because I have 2 for 1. Okay. So, first off, we're going to start with Tumblr,
Twitter.
Twitter.
So Twitter, your favorite shortest book that you've read. So my favorite shortest book would probably be The Outsiders. It was an amazing book, and it just brought me to tears, and it's only 150 pages long.
Would you
It's just
explain
so
what it's
beautiful and so it's about these guys, and they're all kind of
Part of a gang.
yeah, basically, and it's taken.
Sorry, my dog is trying to climb.
It's taken in the 80s or something like that.
Oh, then.
And people end up dying, and people get blamed for a murder, and stuff happens, and
You cry.
I cried. It's so depressing. Of course, my favorite character.
Yeah. My book is If You're Reading This, and this book just makes me, yeah. So it is actually a gift from my 6th grade ELA teacher, Miss Marsh. She gave us each a book and wrote us a little letter, so it made me happy. And pretty much
I'll be
it's
right back while you explain.
7 years after the death of his father, who was in the war. He starts getting letters from his dad about life tips and advice and stuff like that. And it's a really good book, and it touches my feelers. And this is my new puppy, Odin. How old is he?
I don't know.
10 weeks old? How long have we had him for?
I don't know.
2 weeks? Yeah. So he's 10 weeks old, and he is a cute little Great Dane puppy.
He's my puppy.
He's not her puppy.
So next,
That was rude.
he's a biter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next is Tumblr, which is...
A book you've read before it was cool.
So the book that we read before it was cool, well, at least I read, was...
I actually showed it to you.
Yeah. Was 5 feet apart. Stop it! No. He needs to go down.
But he's adorable.
He needs to go down.
He's adorable.
He's going to drool all over the books.
And? Okay, yeah, sorry.
Okay. So, 5 feet apart.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's a wonderful, wonderful book. And it's about these 2 kids with cystic fibrosis, which is a disease, and you can't go
You can't go 6 feet apart from
within
Within,
somebody
yeah.
else with cystic fibrosis. Well, these 2 kids fall in love, and
they can't touch each other or go 6 feet near each other.
so they make a rule to go 5 feet within each other to break the rules.
And so that is also included for me. I read that before it was cool and before Journey thought it was cool. But I also chose Wonder.
Another book that I read.
And it's just such a great book. And no one even knew about it when I read it. I was in 2nd grade at the time. But it's about this kid, and he has facial deformations, and
Deformities.
yeah. And he hasn't actually been to school before. He's been homeschooled his entire life. And then in 6th grade, he starts going to school. And it's his story and everything and stuff. So, yeah. Crap.
For our, which one is this? MySpace.
MySpace.
It's,
A book you don't remember whether you liked it or not.
so I don't remember if I liked 5 Kingdoms, the 4th book, Crystal Keepers, because I actually can't really remember what happened in this entire book series. I have to reread it in order to read the next book, because, yeah.
So, a book I don't really remember if I liked or not was from Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. It's The Ship of the Dead.
3rd book, I believe.
Sure.
3rd book, yeah.
I don't remember anything that happens in this book. So I don't actually know if I liked this book because I don't remember this book.
Yeah.
I remember it's a good book because it's Rick Riordan, but I don't remember.
Speaking of Rick Riordan, he came out with a new book on Tuesday, and we both got a copy of it. It's the 4th book of the Trials of Apollo series. It is now out in books. It's been released.
I just stubbed my toe on my foot. Ow.
But it's the 4th book. It's Tyrant's Tomb, and Nicole's reading it right now. And I am
Tyrant's
thinking about it.
Tomb. It's so amazing, and I love it so much.
And let me see real quick.
It's made me almost cry at least 4 times, and I just stubbed my toe on my own foot. Ow, sorry. I'm in pain.
The next book, the 5th book,
It comes out next year.
The Tower of Nero. It's the last book, and it comes out fall of 2020.
It's the last book?
Yeah, there are only 5 books in this series.
Dang it. Now I'm
But
depressed.
so that's
So
another book
beautiful,
that by Rick Riordan that we're super excited about. And
We've been waiting for over a year for this book.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway.
Our next book is from Instagram, I want to say.
Instagram. A book you... words, I'm sorry. A book you thought was so beautiful that you had to Instagram it. We don't actually use Instagram, so just a book that was beautiful.
Yeah. So, my book is Heartless, and I cry every time I read it, and I read it like 4 times, but every
it's
time
so
I read
good.
it, I bawl my eyes out because it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. So, it's pretty much about the Queen of Hearts and how she became heartless, and it makes me want to cry just thinking about it.
Makes me want to cry.
I have teardrops on this book. Like, I have cried.
I love how the books we've chosen had made us cry so much.
I know.
Okay, hang on. So before I get to the main book, I'm just saying my cousin's book that she wrote, the cover of it is just so beautiful that I feel like I should have Instagrammed it. It's so beautiful. It's called A Trader's Crooks, and it's in a magical place that's kind of dystopian, and it has a lot of magic and dystopian
That was a
things.
beautiful description.
I know. Okay, but I recommend it. It's my cousin's book, so yeah, read it. I'm sorry, I'm sick. I'm kind of in zombie mode. So, another book I thought was beautiful. The Assassin's Blade. It's just so beautiful. I love this book. This book is just so amazing, and the cover of it is my favorite cover I've ever seen.
All of the Throne of
And-
Glass books, because this is
Oh my
another
gosh.
Throne of Glass book, all of them have like the same theme with the cover. Besides Kingdom of
It's
Ash,
an
that one,
assassin
baby.
with blades.
Yeah, but like they all have Selena Sardathian on the front.
Like that.
So like that.
The top one's
beautiful. Besides Tower of Dawn is the only one because it's
Yeah.
not told from Selena's point of view. But
They're
they're just so beautiful.
This is about the story of Selena
Sam and
before
Selena.
she stuff.
Became
Thank
things.
you.
Before stuff happened. This was before the Throne of Glass series,
Yeah, this
so
is
it's pretty cool.
this is the novella series. It talks about her and Sam and their relationship and
Sam
stuff.
Cortland. Oh. Sam
I
Cortland.
almost cried at a friend's house because I was discussing him. You find out he dies in the first book. It's fine.
Yeah.
but
But it's so sad. I want to cry.
crap.
Don't read it.
I can't.
The way
So
that he dies
amazing.
is just so heart-wrenching and gruesome. It's not a good ending. Because, like, in the Throne of Glass series, you know that he dies. Like, you kind of get a general idea as to what happens, but you really don't find out what happens, and then you read this and you actually find out how he died. So, it's not good. Okay, no more reading. Alright, so our
Okay.
next one is a YouTube video.
YouTube. It is a book that you want it to be turned into a movie adaptation. And
Oh, I
oh
chose
boy, there are
Heartless.
so many of those.
Mine is Heartless yet again, because Heartless is beautiful. Wait a minute! No, it's not!
Yes,
Hold
it
on,
is.
Heartless was one of the books, but what was the...
I'm
I
pretty sure
screenshotted a book. Wait, hold on. For the Heartless one, which one? Instagram.
A book that
I
was
did
so
not mean to
beautiful.
choose Heartless. I
Okay,
meant
what
City
did
of
you do?
Fallen Angels, which is the 4th book of the Shadowhunter series. Sorry, I zoned
Nice
out.
job.
but it's beautiful.
City of Fallen Angels.
That's what I meant, not Heartless.
I mean, Heartless is still.
Heartless is a beautiful book. But this is the book that I meant to talk about. So it's the fourth book of the Shadowhunters series. Things happen. I like the ending. It's a better ending than all the other books ended, but still a bad ending. But it's not the worst ending. Anyway, and now back to what book I want to be an adaptation.
Book to movie adaptation.
Is Heartless. This is the book I want to be an adaptation because I would totally cry watching the movie. And I don't cry watching movies except for Fault in Our Stars. So
Okay, besides all of the Throne of Glass books. Okay, hang on. May I just add, I don't trust directors or movie makers at all. So I don't really want to do like a magical book because they would probably fail.
Percy Jackson.
So I chose A Very Large Expanse of Sea. And this book is just so amazing. It's about a Muslim girl, and it's about like kind of what her school is like and like what her life is like after 9/11. And it's actually written by someone who is Muslim. And
She's also the author of the Shatter Me series, which I
used to read that.
I love that book series. And the 5th book is coming out in March, and the first chapter has been released. So I read the first chapter already. And yeah.
Okay, I recommend this book, of course. And also, This Is Where It Ends.
I haven't read that one yet.
You desperately need
I really need
She
to.
hasn't read...
That's Throne of Glass.
Oh, no. She hasn't read any of these so far. But This Is Where It Ends is just such an amazing book, and it's about a school shooting. And it has a very serious topic, obviously. And it's like, it all takes place in one day. And like what happens during that school shooting.
It's kind of
and
like the sun
what
is
it's
also
like.
a star.
And
Like,
yeah.
because it all takes place in one day. Oh, that
But-
book is amazing.
This book is very depressing.
I read
And
that
it's
book in one
amazing.
day. It's
And
amazing.
beautiful. I love this book.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Ow! Okay, Goodreads. Goodreads is...
By the way, I'm sorry for the poof. There was nothing else I could do today.
Ellie, let me hear
Goodreads, a book you would recommend.
A book you would recommend.
To everyone.
There you go. So I have two choices actually. So I have, if you're more into like young adult books and like mystical magic things, Throne of Glass. That series,
So amazing.
it's just amazing. That's not my favorite book.
This is my favorite series in the history of Earth.
Mine.
Okay,
is
it is
another
better than
series like
Harry
that.
Potter, in my opinion. Do you know how much, like, that says? It's just so amazing. And
Throne of Glass and Agatar, which is by the same author as Throne of Glass, those two book series
Oh,
are
that's so
top of my list.
amazing.
Agatar is at top of the
Akatar.
list.
I got a phone case. It's so beautiful.
She hasn't
It
even
says-
read the book series
I
yet.
haven't. I've read like the first half of the first book, and it was amazing.
She hasn't gotten
But-
anything.
Yeah,
You
but
read it.
the world will be saved and remade by the dreamers. I love this. It's so amazing. And
That quote, you have no idea how much that quote means. Like,
I just popped my elbow.
elbows pop all the time.
They do. My book for Goodreads was also Throne of Glass.
Oh, hey, I didn't finish talking. Anyway, and then for like kids, say kids all the time. Anyway, people who want to read like more not intense hot romance books, because that's what Throne of Glass is, I would recommend Percy Jackson, because Percy Jackson. I
That's
mean,
like a grade school book.
like
But I'm currently reading a book from that author right now,
Rick
which is
Riordan.
still grade
An
school.
amazing author.
But I don't mind. It is amazing. And Rick Riordan is just such a great author.
He just brings like real world situations like into a kid's book, like child abuse. He brings in child neglect.
But it doesn't
Child
make it
abandonment.
all like serious. It
Like-
talks about different subjects, and it's kind of magical based, and it's really, really cool. But yeah. And
Sorry, I lost it.
And if you don't really like any books with like magic or anything like that, I would recommend 5 Feet Apart again, because
That's a great book.
it's just so amazing. And it's amazing. You have pictures?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's what I get for having the TV cover as a cover. Like,
That's a good scene.
That's a good scene. I love that
I'm talking
scene.
about that one.
I'm talking about that scene. That scene's a good scene.
We get distracted easily.
Sorry.
Oh, that's so adorable.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. It's so
It's an
adorable.
amazing, beautiful, beautiful.
Aw.
Okay, now we need to go back.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's our stuff.
So,
Bye.
that was rude. Okay.
I'm sorry.
And so we deleted all social media besides YouTube. Well, at least
Yeah.
she doesn't have YouTube anymore.
I don't have YouTube. I
I
have
have
Pinterest
YouTube.
though. I can't delete Pinterest.
Pinterest, we
I
cannot.
tried. I tried to delete Pinterest and it lasted for like a week.
It was bad.
Yeah. That's
But-
where I have all my book stuff.
We deleted all our social media besides YouTube, Pinterest, and Goodreads.
Look, my
So-
Pinterest board for Throne of Glass has 415 pins in it.
I have over 1,000 pins.
I know,
for
but that's a
Glass.
lot for me. For Harry Potter, I only have 222.
Yeah, see, we're not good with Pinterest.
Yeah.
So, this was our video for today. At least for right now, currently, because we might make another video later. We don't know yet. But, as of right now, that's our video. So, hold on, we're going to try this again. Wait.
Okay, Judy, what are you trying to do?
Haha.